Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we're going to talk about childhood memories that are good for your well-being. So many people ignore the fact that children are actually the most happiest people in life, right? And obviously as you're now an adult you realize that things are now getting hard, they're getting difficult. You are no longer at a pace where you're trying to live life easily, or you're trying to make things work for you. So the reason for this video is that when you look at your childhood memories, because some are actually bad, some are really really good, but what makes it that your childhood is outstanding is that you find something that is actually in your mind, your subconscious mind, that you find that it was actually that thing that made you happy. So while talking about happiness, I realized that in my age I'm not happy, right? And that is because I've let go of what actually made me happy and focused on what actually went wrong or what is going wrong in my life. And it now actually, gives you stress and anxiety, thinking that maybe because I'm grown, now I'm an adult, I must take responsibility. But yeah, in a nutshell, it is. But then we must not, neglect things that makes us happy. If you need to go for an ice cream date, with your friends or with someone who you are in a relationship with, then you need to do so. Just something that can remind you that, I have this inner child in me, and I need to actually find ways to make myself happy and enjoy being an adult, but in a playful manner, right? So I hope that this makes sense. So one of the childhood memories that you have are the ones that can help you grow, that can help you to know that this is what actually I'm looking for, that has made me to realize that I do not want to grow up in a sense. But then obviously now you're grown, you must take responsibility. But in some ways, looking back at how you lived while you were in your childhood stage, or can let me say in your adolescent and teenage years, is actually where you need to find that moment where you lived your life in a happy way, right? Because if you look at how people have realized while growing up, is that they have missed chances of being playful with those that are around them, and decided upon or like fixated on trying to live life in a way that they want to achieve something, never thinking of living for the moment, but reaching at a point where they're just thinking of, oh, I want to get a job at this age, I want to have a house at this age, I want to have how many kids at this age, So we are actually, as a society, told that these are the things that we must achieve, that we must gain, but then they make us to feel that it's a lot of pressure. It's like social pressure where society has enforced on us that this and that is how we need to achieve things. So in the sense of having to find your inner child, is that whilst you're in your adult phase, like in your phase where you're feeling that I'm grown up, but then I don't know what I'm actually doing with my life, you need to actually go back in time and just find some peace within you, that you must adopt ways that can make you feel, happy, that can make you feel that you need to revisit those memories or moments where you had to, live, you had to laugh, you had to cherish, what you had or what you did at that time. So in this sense is that many people, just aimlessly going about in life where they've forgotten who they are and are seeking, other ways that, that do not, actually come to their life easily. So it's important that when you look at your childhood memories, right, there was something that you needed, there was something that you wanted, there's something that you liked, there's something that you loved, there's something that you disliked, there's something that you hated, right? So in all these things, it all had to be something that had made you who you are. So, right, in order to untangle or maybe just, just deassociate some things that, you have made up or you have done, is that you need to go back and realize what were my dreams, what were the things that I wanted to do. If you're in your, your 10s and now you're in your 20s, and maybe you're going to your 30s and 40s and 50s and so forth, but you just don't know where you're placed. You don't know what actually have made you to become this other person than, that person that you wanted to be. Because one thing I've learned is that, when you're young, you say that maybe you wanted to do something, and you might find that it was very serious for you that you wanted to do this, but then because of, let me say, pressure from friends, many things that have come to your life that have, tried to break, yourself, in that you become someone who's not their self within. You've allowed things to change you in a way that you've now understood that this is part of growing up. But it necessarily doesn't have to. 50% chance is that some things don't need to come in and change you, but you must not allow also to regret or, let go of things that have changed, or maybe, let me say, to not allow some things come to your life to change you, and, things that will eventually let you, separate yourself from who you were, to having to follow someone's path, to follow someone who, you kind of like idolize, that, oh, I want to be this person. People have their own stories. They have their own personal journeys. They actually know that what they wanted, they have achieved. Some person can tell you from a young age that I want to be a dancer, I want to be an actor, I want to be this and that and that. But it is through focus, it is through determination, through hard work, through so many things that, you can pull that off without listening to people who will tell you eventually that you shouldn't do that. So it is important that if your childhood memories have told you that, you wanted to do something, better make sure that it doesn't change whilst you're growing. Like if you're now 20 years, if in the next 5 to 10 years, you look back and you see that it didn't actually plan out the way it did, then why don't you revisit, what you had planned? Because it's never too late. You must actually go back and to see that, what are the plans that I've set for myself, and did I actually achieve some of them? So this is now a reflection of, was I actually following my purpose? Was I following the goals? Was I following the dreams that I had written down, that I had planned for in my life? So I believe in this video that you've actually understood, and you have realized that looking back at childhood memories or moments, right, is what can make who you are, right? I guess that's about it, and I wish that many people can just let go of what the society requires of you, but to actually look deep within yourself on what you want to do and what actually you have set yourself, or like set your standards to be, right? So this is important, so that you should not be misled, you should not be misinformed, you should there's no communication within you and another party, or any other thing that concerns you first, right? And I believe that while we're living, right, it's important to not neglect what people say or want you to do, because some are there to actually make you aware of what you were doing and what made you go astray. So you need to revisit your childhood memories and moments, so that you can gain insight of what your achievements and your goals thus far that you have done, and to also pursue further what you wanted to do. So I guess, guys, I'll see you in the next vid. Bye.